Okay. Ronan Mohan. Bit of the left field. Critique on a promo trailer I've been working on this week for a substance material pack I'm working on. All right. Personally, I think it's missing a shot which shows the entire material library's content, but I haven't figured out a place to slot it in yet. All right, let's... So I've turned the music off. Let's just check this out. So the camera movements are pretty interesting. I like the how it moves and then it speeds up really quickly. Dude, with the music, this is pretty epic. Super into the content? Dude, awesome, man. Again, I appreciate you being here. It's super cool. I like spreading all of this information. Oh, that gold pattern there. That's pretty cool. So what I really like about this video is seeing how it's used and like the attention to control that you're giving the user for purchasing these materials. Because like I think the number one fear is buying a set of materials and it's just the materials, right? We're quite picky nowadays, or like really needy, I guess if you want to call it that. I don't know if needy is the right word for it, but when you buy a material, I guess you expect a certain level of control now, not just, hey, it's just the material. So in general, I would say the video moves a little fast. I do like some of the areas being sped up. I think the slower shots could be slowed down. See, when it says one source, 56 materials, I think is what it was saying. It would be cool, hybrid materials. It would be cool to show, like, that's when you would show the materials, like, and then have them just stay there for a second so you can just soak it in. And like, the speed of this shot cuts just a little too early. I guess maybe I need to hear it with the music, don't I? Yeah, if there's music. Let's see here. All right. Okay, it makes more sense with the music. So that walking shot, this shot right here, and the panning of all the shader material objects, those could be one shot where the focus is not on the legs but on the spheres, and the character's just walking through the spheres, and it gives you all that time to look at the materials. This is a pretty interesting demonstration with all the materials flying around. This stuff's really interesting to me, to just see that control. I think you could actually probably do that shot a little longer. It looks like you're just using it for a lot of examples though, so. Dude, when you show that part with the gold, something about shiny. I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see it, like, it just snaps to it. I want to see it, like, how do you say it? I want to see it where it's not there, and then I see you apply it and then make it shiny, and then it's just like, boom, right in your face. Because then you're like, oh, okay, I have to buy that. I have to buy that. It is really nice seeing that type of control, though. I love that slowdown. I feel like it could last a little bit longer. Because you really want to look at the materials, but they're just going by so fast. So yeah, I think that's my input on that. We're going to churches. I need it. Okay, so let's see. Part of the Artstation challenge, wouldn't mind a bit more feedback I could use for future projects. Oh man. So this scene's quite long. So I'm just going to kind of, ooh. So already I can tell that you did some research. I'm sorry, I'm going to fast forward through this stuff. This transition with the pull is pretty cool. And then you end it early. Like if that pull actually helped you transition to the next shot seamlessly, so the beam was being used as like a swipe, that would be really nice. The smoke looks cool. Let's see here. So this shot's pretty cool. It's panning very cleanly to like from A to B. If it was A to B, but it was focused on the prop and rotating at the same time, so that you can see the material reacting to the change in angle of lighting, I think that would help push it a little bit further. Really cool though. Super, what's up? How you doing? Look at those arrows. I love this. The fact that you have motion in your scene is really nice. An environment without motion is hard to look at. Dang, look at the... Oh man, my mouse was in the way. Look at the highlight on the blade. You knew exactly what you were doing. So sorry, I'm going to fast forward through this a little bit. I like that there's a table that's nice and close. Ooh, it's a war table. Oh, man. Oh, dude, the attention to detail. What? You even got stuff outside? Dude, just that amount of detail back there is huge. Like, that helps so much with context and scale and understanding of the space. Yeah, this looks really nice. I think some more storytelling in the roughness material could help. Dude, this is awesome. It looks like this was all... Dang, look at this. This is great planning. You'd want to use movable. Dude, this stuff's sick, man. So, Chris Rasby might be able to answer that question better. He's more familiar with terrain in UE4. $269, this stuff's sick, right? Man, it's so, like, clean and... It's great. Oh, you've got a pack map in there, too? Yeah, so see, this is, like, the perfect opportunity to add, like, the details in the roughness just to, like, add some breakup and variety. Yeah, very cool. Oh, look at these. Oh, man. So these look quite nice, and I like that you're presenting them the way that you are. Toxie Moxie. Hello, Toxie Moxie. Hello. So I like the way that you're presenting this because it's important that you show that you've made the materials, right? But also it's not taking over the portfolio or the piece. It's 5 and another 5, and that's that. Oh, man. Oh, I can't view this in the browser. My browser hates me. It's not compatible. Just give me a second here. Oh, blinded. I'm sorry. This is how good it is. You're making me go to a different browser just so I can look at the... Dude, this is super... Flashbang. Clear. Oh, I'm not even... screw it. I'll like it in the other one. Come on. There it is. I want the 3D model. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is... The attention to detail on this material here also is quite nice. It's just high res enough. If you want to get really crazy, you know how we were looking at detail normals? You can do detail roughness as well. Hey, thanks for the follow, Toxie. How's it going? And T, thank you. Thank you for following. Yeah, this is pretty... I'm liking it. Dang, dude. So this is an interesting choice. The way that the wood is so diffused in the roughness. I really like that, just because you already have quite a reflective material with the metal here, and the floor is quite reflective as well. So getting that to just... Dude, this is... Yeah, this is dope. I is oppressed. I have to click on it real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Super nice, man. All right, let's Mido. Okay, so this one, God of War, Pandora's Box fan art. We'll love some critique on this piece. Okay, so let's see here. So the one thing man, there's some detail on this. I really need the reference because I don't actually know what the Pandora box looks like these days. Let's tear this. Oh, geez, flashbang. Oh no, I'm gonna be saying it all the time now. Oh man, enjoy the gym. I'm always gonna be saying flashbang. Oh no, what is this? Okay, so here's the box. It's pretty intense. Dude. I saw the Instagram share of some Forza stuff. Dank. Season changed everything. It really did, man. Thanks for the 17 months. Dude, what? Thank you. So this is the reference. It's interesting because the way it opens, I guess it actually just opens. Like the horns just separate like that. I'll click this. I won't waste the time of opening the browser anymore because we're running super behind. But I mean, in general, it looks like you nailed the asset. I think it really comes down to the fidelity. Oh man, I need to look at it in the other browser. I'm trying to leave you, Chrome. Flashbang. God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna leave this browser up from now on. But on the other side. Okay, so in the top, yeah, those hands look pretty good. I think what it's missing is some AO. Like if you had some AO. Let's... Oh, it has AO, but it needs like how the hands are interacting with the rest of the model. Cause like the hands are just, it's fine. I didn't need my eyes anyways. So like how the hands are placed on this, it doesn't really have the depth it would have if the hands actually were casting some ambient shadowing under them, right? It would really like pop quite a bit more. In general, this looks pretty cool. See how the hands in the reference are blending into the edge? I think if you could nail that, that would have been pretty good. I think taking this top piece, is it you were using ZBrush? Yeah. So taking this top piece and then taking the hands, making the hand, right? Making it as good as you can in sculpt, and then placing it into place like this, and then having it Dynamesh itself in so it's blended in, and then finish up all the little details here, and you'll get a much nicer end result as far as like everything kind of being melted together. This looks pretty solid though. You're missing the tear. Like, I don't know, it looks like blood coming out of the eye. Is there is a gem thing on the side here, right here. Either way, it looks pretty cool. I think if I could say anything, it's like breaking it up with different materials. I don't know if it's all one color. Like this in the real lives, in the game. Let me see, there's a video. Hang on, I'm trying to pause it at a good spot. Is this gonna work? So, that is not the same chest. What is this website doing to me? I think some material breakup would really help though. And if the top part here was a different material, maybe if it was simulating something similar to this type of surface. And then just another pass on AO. Like AO is really lacking, and it's flattening out the image quite a bit. And some detail normals would be nice. Okay, so Patrick Z, buddy. Oh no, now it's having me use whatever. Okay, let's do this. So this looks pretty cool. Would be cool if you could get some feedback on the overall scene, lighting, composition. Lighting is not final yet, is a medium built. So I read Chris Radsby's feedback earlier. So you might want to look at and consider for main compositional angles now for your camera. Also, the whiteness of the windows are almost a bit too much. So the ones he's talking about, hang on, you're going to get flashed. I'm trying to negate the flash. There we go. These windows are quite bright. And I think if you were to, I don't know, get some stuff from another scene, you could probably put it over there. On the outside and just doff it out so that there's at least something there. That would help a lot. Oh man, I need a haircut. What is happening? The next thing is that what Chris was talking about. It also looks like your AO settings, SSAO stuff is in need of some love. So when we look at this shot, there's definitely like need for like contact shadows or ambient occlusion, just kind of grounding everything. All the propping down here feels like it's not really connecting. And Chris made a GIF of that. And I think it just was painting in like shadowing. And you see how much more stuff pops when you do that. And like how things connect all of a sudden. There's also a little bit of brightness balance so that the sun coming in is much warmer and a little bit on the brighter side. This is actually really, really good feedback. Having all the jars and stuff up there is pretty cool, and I'm curious why there isn't some like in use or placed around this area. All right, this music's getting a little, there we go. Man, music's all over the place today. But yeah, I agree with everything Chris has said. The variety in these drawers being pulled out a little bit, and some almost shut but just not quite, is a really nice touch. You could try, this may be a little hardcore, but you could try little specks of dust or little pieces of paper, like small. You know, like all the little small debris that happens on the ground naturally, and then like, you know, you sweep and maybe you don't get the corners. Like getting that type of detail down here. And then maybe some like gradients on the wall for either like grime. There's a little bit up here, but some griminess or just kind of aging of the wall's surface. It's like if the sun always comes through here, thinking about where the sun carries and thinking about that area being lighter than the rest of the walls just because of the natural course of like the sun bleaching surfaces that it comes in contact with. Might be a little hardcore and maybe a little too subtle, but just something happening on the walls that really like alludes to the age of the space. And also red, you snooze, you lose, as Chris would say. So Mr. Asmodee, I recently have been doing a Shogun Artstation challenge and I never got the chance to even start really. Quite far through now, but still have to finish the mountains, add a couple of trees behind the wall, and general polish. All right, let's check it out. Oh yeah, I looked at this at lunch actually. Or no, it was like fika time. Fika time. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It looks like it's almost done. The wall is very pristine. Like it's so pristine, I'm wondering if it's snow or not. So with the snow where it's propagated. Oh, hey guy with cool armor. So up here, for example, like when you get down to the lower area here, like it seems like there should be some snow buildup. Just based off of what is going on here. Oh, it's all pressure sensitive action going. I don't know about this. That's still doing it. Oh, it resets it. Oh, that's funny. All right, we're leaving it. But yeah, some snow buildup on the bottom area here, I think will really help. Like, it's like the scree, right? We were talking about earlier with the how like canyons break down. All the snow is like gonna kind of fall to the bottom here, and it'll build up here, and then it'll work its way up. So having that there is gonna be pretty key, I think. Let's see what else we got going on here. Hey, don't mean to be a bother, but I think you could skip my post right before this one. Would appreciate any feedback if you take a look at it. What? Oh, I did? Darn conversations, man. Oh, I see it. All right, I got you. All right, after this one, I got you. Thanks, dude. So getting some snow up in these areas. Up in here. So, like, you want to think about like where the snow is going to build up. It doesn't feel like the snow is really hitting everywhere. Yeah, I don't know, because there's a lot of snow here, and it seems to fall off pretty quickly. Like, trying to get that kind of powdery look is going to be difficult, I think. And it looks like you're displacing it as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, anything you can do to kind of like just kind of filter it through the rocks and kind of break up the way it's building up on stuff. I think seeing snow falling would be really nice. And the sky is a strange color, considering the color of the fog. Like, remember the fog in the sky, and well, the sky and the color of the fog are going to be kind of like in line with each other. Yeah, and like I was saying, the walls are a little on the perfect side right now. I see there's information happening here, and I don't know if it's AO bake or what it is. But let's see if we can. Even if it was just stuff like this. Like that alone helps quite a bit. Because you want to make sure it doesn't look like it's untextured either. As well as mild noise. Yeah, some grunge decals. Yeah, that stuff would help. Fire looks pretty cool. I think maybe like at the core of it, it could be much brighter. What is going on? Nope. Huh. It's like not saturated enough. Anyways, yeah, getting a bit more glow would be pretty useful. And then really making it feel like these windows are where a majority of the lighting is coming from. Hey, thank you for the follow. Geno Seed. That name, though. I see what you did there. Yeah. Okay, let's check out Javier's. I've been slowly working on this Aztec dagger, learning painter and game prop workflow. Would love to hear what you think. All right, let's check it out. All right, cool. So, let's see here. So this whole piece here is wood, and it's on both sides, and then those are taped. Those are wrapped together with a piece of, I guess, obsidian, or like a rock stone that's in the middle that's been sharpened. So looking at how this edge is sharpened right now, looks like it's scooped out quite a bit. Like these areas look like inverted teeth, if you want to call it that. And I think when it comes to those type of scrapes, like looking at how those are chipped away, flashbang. Hey Bumby, I think you got a new drinking word. Yeah, Asmodee. It's looking ace. I would love to see some more atmosphere between the building and the bridge. Just like thicken the fog up just a little bit, and then use that fog to like spill the glow of the lights more. So with this dagger, I think it's just a matter of understanding the materials you're working with, and then what you do sculpt, like how it's sculpted. Like I wonder if I can, let's see here. I'll bring this over here, and we'll look at like obsidian daggers. Okay, so like this one, for example, stone knife. Man, I wonder if there's, I'm scared scrolling through this. So maybe that one is pretty good. So like trying to achieve the surface type here and then chipping away at it in like an inverted, like I can see how you're getting the, wow, that one's, I can see how you're getting that kind of inverted tooth effect. You can see how there's like little, let me see if I can grab this here. And we'll bring this back into Photoshop. So if we zoom in on this real close, because it's super low res. Come on now. So there's these little lines here. Those are like the layers of the stone, right? Or of the rock. So getting those into the sculpt is going to be pretty important, I think, for the layering. You might be able to create this type of shape in Substance Designer as a height map, and then use that as a mask when sculpting in ZBrush. That might be going a little crazy for extra reasons. Like you might not need to go that far. The only other thing I guess I could say is like really driving it home that this material is wood. So like getting the wood grain to be a little bit more emphasized. And then maybe like how this stuff is tied. I'd be curious to see where the knot is, or like if this were to draw its way down here and then you get the little string here. So like these are all tied and then it works its way under this wrap, and then you could see this cable type wiring stuff under the wrap, and then it peeks out and drops here. That is like that little extra detail would be really nice. And then just making sure, like you're doing it a little bit here with the little depth where it's lifted, but making sure that this has the thickness that you expect. Because it is a wrap, right? So it's going to add to the diameter. Yeah, and yeah, you got to be careful with that obsidian, man. It's going to cut these wires. It's by this concept. Oh. Oh, interesting. Oh, so see, this is even being cut through the... So at some point you diverged from the blade design? Or did you not? What? Oh, so it was going through the inside. So if you were going through the inside of that, that gives you more opportunity to show that it's a wood material. I think it's fine that you went around the backside of it. Just know that, like, I think it's right now it's hard to tell that it's a wood material. Here it shows a little bit. Yeah. I diverted. No, that's fine. But yeah, understanding the materials and then probably taking another pass at sculpting. Like, I wonder, so I did have ZBrush up. Let me see if I can. Let's. Oh no. Let's just do this really fast. Okay. So I'm going to use like a trim adaptive. And we'll just, nice. We'll just screw it all up. Let's see if, no. Let me think here. Trim dynamic. Dynamic might be better. We'll use like a square alpha. This is where I find out I can't do it either. This is going to be great. Okay, so I'm going to go... no. Is it P? Planar? No. Planar. Yeah, so if you use a planar brush, you can select a surface. Let's just do this, and then we can... Oh, it's not even really... There we go. So planar is really nice because you can switch between a few other brushes to get some depths where you want them. And then you can use planar to emphasize those. It's not really working how I want it to, though. Yeah, no, I can't do it quickly. But I know that, like, say you have a flat spot, you could use, so let's say you get a few areas like this, and then you could do, is it B, inflate? Yeah, so inflate gives you this kind of round shape, right? And if you scale it up, you can inflate with a sharper edge. But if you hold Alt, you can inflate the other direction. So if you need to get those like those layers, you could possibly get it that way. Although it'd be pretty tedious, I think. Tedious. Yeah, no. Fail. Doesn't look anything like a penis. Chris, you need to chill out, man. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. I don't know. Either way, material definition and understanding like how this is sculpted. You've obviously already done a better job than me, so. Oh my God, it's already 10. I'm sorry. I will do one more. Still trying to get the look of this piece down. That is an interesting piece. The color palette is firm and is incorporate gold. I never really think of myself as artistic. That is interesting. So is this like, it's like wood? I don't know. Maybe that's not wood. What is that? Either way, putting this on your wall could be pretty interesting. It wouldn't fit in my apartment, but I think I could see someone putting this on their wall. I think if the, I don't know. I don't really have too much to say on it. Maybe if the wires weren't gold, I think it would be pretty good to go. And I like how it feels painted. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't actually have too much to say on this piece. I think I can do one more. Pontus didn't fit in your place? So this one, working on polishing up a potion mesh from a cauldron I made, and I'm feeling like the bubbles don't quite look right. Or is that just me? I mean, I think they look fine. I think you're using the inflate, aren't you? Let's see here. We're coming for you, Chris. We're coming for you. I mean, I think those do look like... The thing that's throwing it off is the material definition, right? So, like, I think you need the right material. Whoops. You have to also think about, like, where the bubbles are going to be. Like, getting some bubbles around the rim here, like where it's inside of the cauldron, is going to be really key. And then if you get the right material on here, you can start to see it a little easier, I think. This material is kind of hard to depict what type of surface you're actually sculpting. Okay, one more. And then I gotta get out of here. Holy hellacious. That's pretty sick. I'm curious how that's gonna bake out, but that is awesome. This material is pretty nice. So, hey folks, hope it's not too late to throw my stuff on today's critique stream. It's a replica of the 19th century exhibition pistol. It's the high poly. I hope so. Getting ready to do its bakes. There it is. I don't know about the amount of the detail. I think the detail is fine, mainly because it's so high frequency here, but the height difference in it is so shallow that this is kind of an area of rest. This area here and this area here are more areas of rest. And then this stuff here and this here is more areas of rest. I think, just in general, I think it's okay for this one to be this detailed. I think it'll really depend as well on like how the material shows this detail, because it can easily get really busy in the material itself. So watch out for that. Yeah. This is pretty sick, though. I look forward to this bake. I would love to see the low poly when you get there. Yeah, that's dope. I think the little lizard guys here on the ends could use a little bit of a bump. So they're not super flat, but like if they were more like these guys. Like these guys have more of like a curve on the back. But yeah, man, this is sick. I think I found my thumbnail for the critiques. If you do one more after this, I posted my latest blog post. Ah, Mika, I can't. I can't do it. It's 10:05 now. Either way, dude, there's still so many of you here. Thank you for all coming and hanging out. Thanks for all the follows. If you're new to this channel, welcome. You should think about joining. I stream Mondays and Fridays. On Mondays, I work on my temple scene, which is this craziness. We're like right on the edge of finishing it, but I just haven't done it. It's kind of frustrating, I'm sure to most. I don't mind, but let me scroll back and let the frame rate die. Where's the ceiling? There we go. Whoa, Jesus. Anyways, yeah, I need to finish this scene up. It's getting there. I've made most of the pieces, and it's just about constructing this. And then I was like, oh, I need to go over here and build this. And now I'm working on this piece. And I decided to learn Houdini while I was doing it. So like these pieces are being made in Houdini. Like I'm ZBrushing them and then just pushing through Houdini. Anyways, there's a YouTube channel. We have a Discord community. We do critiques, portfolio reviews. What editor extension am I using? Just Hierarchy 2.0. That's it. Well, and the shader, the material thing, whatever it's called. So I'm using Q Hierarchy and Amplify Shader Editor. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Nothing else. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm crazy. Anywho, thanks for hanging out, guys. I will see you guys later. Again, thanks for all the follows. Thanks for the host. That was crazy. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend. I'll see you in Discord. Oh my gosh. That's not a cup. There's no cup there. That's just my hand. All right, goodbye.